I'm in Miami right now. I'm doing my makeup. Let me show you what you need to do to make sure that you're not an oily, slick mess. I mean, you'll still be oily to some degree, but not excessively oily. You need to remember two things: prep and powder, prep and powder. Prep and powder. The prep is everything. So usually I use this Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel from Good Molecules. It has caffeine in it and it's like a gel-based eye cream. So I do that to really let it soak in for my concealer. Now you can do whatever you like. For me, I really like this. It's very cost effective and it works really well underneath my makeup. Next, you're gonna do some kind of gel moisturizer. I like to use this one. I just put it in like a container, but this is the Purito Oat and Calm Gel. It's actually one of my favorites. I have combination skin, but when I come to Miami, it's like oily. It's not combo, it's just oily. So this gel moisturizer is actually one of my favorites because it has panthenol, it has all the soothing ingredients. I have a very sensitive and kind of like red skin. So this leaves a great layer to just put down all your makeup on. Even though it's hot and humid, I still have to moisturize my skin, otherwise the makeup is just not gonna look good. After your moisturizer is really kind of sunk into your skin and it's really absorbed it, I go in with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray before your makeup. I swear this makes the biggest difference for me. It literally makes your skin just look flawless when you're wearing makeup in humid weather. Even when it's not humid weather and I'm just glamming, I always do this before. It makes my makeup look so good. It's like fantastic. Just fan myself till it fully dries down. Then I go in with some kind of primer. I usually do this for my T-zone and I usually do it to really make sure that my pores are kind of filled in and it looks flawless when I put on my makeup. So the one that I've been using lately is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. This is the one that I have been kind of going for. I make sure that it's kind of like honestly all over my skin. I'm not a pro at this. I just really kind of know what works for me and what makes my makeup look really good through trial and error. For my foundation, I've been literally living in Haus Labs foundation. It's genuinely one of my favorites. I usually go with a Haus Labs foundation or I go with Maybelline Fit Me, the matte one. The matte one will make your makeup look a lot more matte if that's what you're going for. This will make it look more natural, but if you put a lot of powder on, it will still look a little more matte, but your natural oils will shine through. I've been kind of leaning more towards that, which is why I've been really loving this foundation. But if I'm trying to be like matte with like the minimalist amount of oil, I will go towards the Maybelline Fit Me matte foundation. Usually I do like one pump. That's all I really need, and that's kind of sometimes excessive. It really depends on how much you want it to look. For me, I do a full pump for my neck and face. This is where I usually put them on. I use my little Real Technique sponge and I just get to working. I really make sure that foundation is really worked into my skin so it looks flawless and it doesn't look extremely cakey. So I would really go in and like really, like I'm telling you, press it in. But I do not touch my under eyes because that will mess up my concealer. After that, I usually just go in and I spot conceal. So wherever I have like acne, I'll go in with Tarte Shape Tape. I have a little mini and this works like so well. It's like spackle. I swear to God, it will look so good. You can't cover if it's a bump, clearly, but it will get rid of the redness or anything like that. So in a way, it kind of looks like a mole. We're just gonna pretend it's a mole. Then I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, my trust and true. Sometimes I'll go with my Shape Tape, it really depends. So I'll go in with that and then I'll do my eyes. Like you can see the difference. I don't need a lot of concealer and I don't like a lot of concealer, but it's just enough to cover like the redness and the unevenness of the skin. Okay, this is the powder part. I use 3 different powders. They all have a purpose that plays in my whole like makeup symphony. The Huda Beauty Baby Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I use the Cherry Blossom Cake one for underneath my eyes to brighten. The pink brightens up your under eyes, which is why I use it. Usually I have a powder puff, but I forgot it, so we're just gonna use our sponge. Then I go in with my mini Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is how cute is this, by the way, like the cutest. I go in with this and I literally powder my whole face. Like I said, prep and powder, the 2 P's. This will also not only make you extremely matte, but it will also help your bronzer and your blush look a lot more seamless, and it will blend a lot more seamless. It won't be like patchy. The only thing I don't powder with the Laura Mercier is my under eyes. I only powder my whole face with the Laura Mercier. Now, this is the time I'm gonna use to do my eyes. If I would do something like really serious with my eyes, I would have done that as like my first step before any of my face stuff. But because it's kind of like easy stuff I'm doing for my face, I'm just gonna do that after this step. After my eye makeup, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and my blush, all powder. They have to be powder. Cannot be cream. There's no way that cream is going to not slip and slide. It has to be powder. I go with my Hoola. I love my Hoola. Like, I love her so much. I've went through so many of these. It's just such a good bronzer. So I'm just gonna go in with my Hoola, and I'm going to bronze my face. I also really like this bronzer because it's not like overly overpowering. You can really build it up, and it's not like a lot of opaque color. I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in Fair. Now this is magic. You can tell like she's loved. This is my secret sauce. After putting on that bronzer, you go in and you hit those eyes. You make sure everything is covered. The name Flawless Finish is exactly correct. It is literally flawless. After that, I'm gonna go in with my blush. This is the Patrick Ta blush, and She's Blushing. It is the most perfect blush. It literally makes you look like you got a little bit like tan but sunburned. You were laying on the beach. It's really that kind of vibe. And it is opaque, so you gotta be careful with it. But it's gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty. Once you have your makeup situated, this is when you're gonna go back in with the finishing spray. And you need to. It's gonna like shellac your makeup, and you're gonna look good. It's also gonna get the powder to marinate a little bit with the skin so you don't look overly powdery, but it's really a needed step. I drench. Not like fully, but enough. And again, you fan. And there you go. The makeup looks good. You look flawless, and it's gonna look great. Is it gonna be not oily? Probably not. You're still gonna shine some oil through, but also you're not gonna be not flawless. You're gonna look flawless with nature's highlight. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna look good and glowy, but like not overly glowy. Do you get what I'm saying?